So this is the amp. We're gonna go ahead and mount it, like I said, brand new. And then my speakers are up there. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and try and get this done, bro, because it's like 2-3 more videos I'm trying to record, and I'm running out of time. I'm racing daylight right now, you know, racing daylight. So I'm gonna go ahead and stick this up over there. And like I said, it should have came with screws. Screws should already be in there. I got my drill, I got my screwdriver, I got my sockets, I got everything, bro. Not my sockets, but my Allen keys. Got everything. So we're gonna go ahead and, like I said, mount this up. What's up, guys? It's your boy Deuce back with another video. Now if y'all didn't check out the last few videos, bro, then y'all won't know what this amp look like. Y'all won't know what the trunk look like with everything out of it besides that DS18 amp and the custom board. Y'all won't know, so y'all gotta go check out them last few videos, man. But this video, we finna go ahead and mount permanently my 2000 watt CT Sounds mono block amplifier. Finna mount it on the custom board permanently. We're finna wire it on up and everything will be done there. Only thing I have to do is put in my speaker wire and my speaker box and subs. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm gonna have to do. And like I said, all I'm putting in this video is gonna be the jacks. We're gonna mount it to the board permanently with some screws, and which it came with screws, you know what I'm saying? So I'm most likely gonna use the screws it came with. And we're gonna put in the power remote and ground wires. So I hope y'all excited just like I am. Unfortunately, it can't go right side up, you feel me, the right way. It's gonna be upside down. The logo is the symbol, only because I don't have no more ground wire to be able to stretch it all the way over to the passenger side, you feel me? So I'm just gonna have to rock with it upside down, which is perfectly fine with me, you feel me? It ain't that big of a deal, you feel me? It's still a nice looking amp, and it's still gonna function, you know what I'm saying? It's still gonna function, it's still gonna work. So like I said, this video, we're gonna go ahead and mount it in the car and wire it on up. That way that part will be finished, you know what I'm saying? I won't have to mess with that no more. And then we're gonna go ahead and start messing with the subs in the next few videos, bro. I hope y'all are excited, man. Y'all gotta stay tuned. That will be coming very, very, very soon, bro. Very soon. So like I said, this video, we're gonna go ahead, wire up that mono block 2000 watt CT Sound amp, and then y'all gotta stay tuned for the next videos. I told y'all my box was coming in, and it actually came in a little bit earlier than I was expecting. I was expecting it to be dark by the time it came, but it came earlier. So I'll do an unboxing video, then we're gonna mount the subs in the box, then we're gonna throw the box in the trunk, and then we're gonna, everything will be done, you feel me? So like I said, hope y'all enjoyed this vid, man. It should be pretty quick and simple, you know what I'm saying? Everything is, all the old amp is out, the old subs is out, so I can sit in the trunk and wire up the amp and then mount it down permanently with my drill. So yeah, like I said, this should be really quick, really simple, really easy. Make sure y'all hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel if you're new, turn that post notification bell on the way y'all get notified as soon as I drop a video. Share the channel, share this video, man. Road to 5,000 subscribers, so I need y'all help to hit that goal. Subscribe if you're new, share the channel, share this video, screen record the videos, post them on different social media, share the channel, share the video to different social media. Do whatever you can, bro. Help me reach that goal. But other than that, like I said, hope y'all enjoyed this vid. Y'all leave y'all opinions on everything, you feel me, down below. I done spent a lot of money on this trunk and this sound system and this music system and all this stuff. I spent a lot of money on it, so I hope y'all, like I said, enjoy this stuff, bro. Hope y'all like it, and because I know I do. And like I said, I'm very excited to actually hear this stuff. I haven't heard it yet, the subs anyways and the amp, but everything else I have heard. And then I still got to do my 6x9s. They are right there. Still got to get my board, the wrap, to be able to wrap it, and I got to cut on the rear deck. So y'all got to stay tuned for that little series as well. But like I said, hope y'all enjoyed this one. I'll catch y'all in a second. My battery finna die on this camera, so I gotta change out the battery, and I gotta charge up my other battery. So stay tuned, I'll catch y'all in a second. Alright, so like I was saying, got everything nice and cleaned out in the last video. If y'all didn't check out that last one, bro, go check it out. Got everything cleaned up to where now all I need to do is just mount my 2000 watt CT Sounds amp. So this is the amp. We're gonna go ahead and mount it, like I said, brand new. And then my speakers are up there. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and try and get this done, bro, because it's like 2-3 more videos I'm trying to record, and I'm running out of time. I'm racing daylight right now, you know, racing daylight. So I'm gonna go ahead and sit this up over there, and like I said, it should have came with screws. Screws should already be in there. I got my drill, I got my screwdriver, I got my sockets, I got everything, bro. Not my sockets, but my Allen keys. Got everything. So we're gonna go ahead and, like I said, mount this up. I'm gonna take my shoes off and stand inside the trunk with my shoes off, because I just, like I said, I just cleaned up in here. So first thing first, let's go ahead and try to unbox this, and I need to pull my hair back. Go ahead and pull this out though. Move that out the way. And like I said, my brand new amp. Now this ain't my first amp. This was my first brand new amp. You know what I'm saying? I had never bought an amp brand new until I got this one. This is my first subwoofer brand new amp. You feel me? I ain't never bought one brand new until I bought this one, you know? And then the bass knob, I'm gonna have to try to run it to the front, because honestly, I'm not even gonna really need it, but I'm gonna do it anyways just to have it up here, you know what I'm saying? So I gotta run that. And here go the screws that came with it. I'm gonna use them. I'm gonna take these ones out because I don't need them in here anymore, you know? So I'm gonna take all of them, all 4 of these screws out. These the ones I had for that first Memphis amp, the white one. Well, I can't get them by hand. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do, man. So I'm gonna sit this there, and I'm gonna sit y'all here. And I need to go ahead and pull my hair back. So I need to pull these gloves off and pull my hair back. And we're gonna get right into this, man. Trying to mount this CT Sound amplifier up in here. And like I said, once I mount it, it's gonna be permanently in here. It won't never come back out. And unfortunately, it will be upside down, but like I said, that'll be perfectly fine. I'm not too worried about it being upside down. So let me sit y'all here. Alright, that look like that'll work. Get my screwdriver and undo these screws so I can get this amp up in here. Got my drill, like I said. So yeah, we're gonna get everything done, and we're gonna get the wires finished. Well, put the wires in, all the wires except for the subwoofer wire. I'm gonna come back probably later during the week to do the subwoofer wire. I don't think I'm gonna have time to do that today. So got them out. And now let me go ahead and pull out my CT Sound. Almost done. So it's gonna be like this. That's how it's gonna sit, just like this. I'm gonna scoot down a little bit out there, and then put my power wire, my ground, and then my remote gonna go in there, which I'm gonna trim this remote down some. So I gotta get my wire cutters so I can get that right, you know, get my wire cutters. I gotta find them. So yeah, power's back here, which luckily everything is with screws, so it's all Phillip heads, I mean to say. It ain't with no Allen key heads. It's all Phillip heads, unlike the DS18 amp, which is Allen key heads. So, like I said, I can go ahead and put my power. Honestly, I'm gonna do the 0 gauge for the power and the ground. So I'm gonna trim down this ground wire a little bit, and then I'm gonna put the 0 gauge for these. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pull these out and put the 0 gauge in. So let me go ahead and do that. I'm gonna put 0 gauge for this amp, and then for my DS18, I'm gonna leave them alone, because I got plenty of 0 gauge, and like I said, all I gotta do is trim the ground wire down some. So that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do for that one. Find what Allen key it is. There we go. Oop, not this one. The remote wire is staying. I just gotta trim it down. It's this one. So, like I said, I'm gonna put the 0 gauge wire for this amp, and then I'm gonna leave the other. Hopefully I can get that 0 gauge in here. That's gonna be the only part, trying to get it on the distribution block. So the ground, the power, go. Where'd it go? there, put it over there. Alright, so while I got y'all here though, I'm gonna go ahead, actually I'm gonna hook my jack up. So let me grab the jacks, put it in the input. So blue in the red, white in the white. There, got the jacks plugged in, so that part is done. And then, like I said, the CT sound is gonna sit here like this. And like I said, unfortunately, it will be upside down, but that's perfectly fine. I'm not worried about it being upside down because it's still gonna function. And then DS18, both of them are black. Kind of wish this one's on this side now, but I don't want to undo this one and I have to do it over there, and then I just don't feel like doing all that, having to move all them wires, so I'm not gonna touch it. It'll be all right. It's gonna stay where it's at. But I gotta get my wire cutters so I can trim down this one, have it like that, and then I gotta get my 0 gauge. I'm gonna have to cut this one down and then pull that off. Oh man, it's a lot. But I'm gonna go ahead and drill down this amp so it don't move. So let me go ahead and sit y'all back up. I gotta take the gloves off for this portion. And then we're gonna come back later on and run the, lost my train of thought. Gosh, we're gonna come back though and run that wire later on. I'm not gonna do it today. Cause like I said, I'm racing time right now. Alright, one. Two. It looks straight. It don't. Dang it. I'm gonna have to undo it. Undo one of them. I'm gonna undo this back one. Because it don't look straight. You need to come down a little bit right there. It looks pretty good. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and do this side. I'm sorry y'all a little crooked. Go ahead and put this side in. And then this back one. Where'd my last screw go? Where'd my screw go? Oh man, I done lost the screw. I done lost the screw, what the freak? Let me see if I can see with my flashlight. Where the freak that screw go? Well, that's how it's gonna look though. Y'all can see CT sound amp, DS18 amp, and I'm finna cut my 0 gauge for here, try to squeeze it up in there, and then trim down this 0 gauge, and then put it in here. Hopefully I have enough to make it long enough to go there. If not, then I'll just cut however much I need and then make it go just straight across instead of wrap around. So yeah, let me go ahead and finish this up. I'll finish it up off camera, then I'll come back and show y'all the end result. So hope y'all enjoy and stay tuned. Alright, so I'm fully finished and this is gonna be the last video I can record for today. I'm gonna have to come back tomorrow and finish everything else. But this is what we looking like. Got my 0 gauge ran. I gotta figure out a way to hold this down like that so it don't just be up like that, but the box will push it back anyway, so I still want to try and figure that out, you feel me, sort that out. But sit my tools in the case real quick. Hold on 1 second. Alright, so yeah, gotta run the bass knob wire. We're gonna do that in a separate video, but like I said, CT sound is upside down, but it does not matter. Got the 0 gauge wire ran into the CT sound amp. All I gotta do is hook up the speaker wires, and this one is a little short, but I couldn't, I mean, the only thing I could do is probably scoot the amp down some, but it's fine, you know what I'm saying. It works, and it's in there. And like I said, we can't test nothing out until I hook the battery back up, which I don't plan on doing right now. But yeah, the only thing I gotta do, like I said, is get something to hold this down, to clamp this down, figure out something. I might just like drill a hole and put a zip tie through it or something. But yeah, that might be, I might go ahead and do that real quick, you know what I'm saying. Go grab my drill and drill a little hole and put me a zip tie through it to hold it down right here, you know. That way it don't just be looking like it's flapping up. But yeah, everything is now in. Like I said, CT sound amp got the jack in, and then the DS18 amp is in, and this amp will never come back out. The amp is in here forever. And then I gotta put this box up now. I cleaned up the power wires because I'm not gonna need no more power wire, but I got my speaker wire there because, like I said, I gotta figure out how much speaker wire I'm gonna need, how much I'm not gonna need, all that type of stuff, you know. And then I still gotta do my rear deck, so I'm keeping the speaker wire in, but I don't need no more power, ground, or remote wire. So yeah, this is it, man. Everything, like I said, is now freshly mounted, and everything is looking good, bro. It's looking really good. Looking really good. Y'all let me know what y'all think, how y'all feel, how y'all think it came out. And yeah, like I said, got my ground wire grounded back down. Like I said, the only thing I do, I'm finna grab my drill and drill a little hole and put a zip tie through there. But yeah, y'all leave y'all opinion, man. Let me know what y'all think. Like I said, it's getting dark outside. As y'all can see, my flashlight is all the way up. So it's the last video I can record for today. I'm gonna have to just put everything else up until tomorrow. Hopefully I can come out here tomorrow. Hopefully it don't start snowing tonight. If it starts snowing later on tomorrow, then I'll be able to finish everything else that I wanted to record, which is gonna be like putting the speakers in the speaker box, putting the speaker box in the trunk, wiring everything up, putting the speakers on there, you know, finish them out tomorrow. Cutting this 0 gauge wire is what took the most time. I would have been able to show y'all the speaker box and everything, but unfortunately, yeah, cutting that wire took a little bit longer than I was expecting. So, but yeah, like I said, man, let me go ahead and get ready to clean up. We're gonna run this. If I have time tomorrow, I'll run this tomorrow, which is the bass knob. Like I said, we'll run this tomorrow. If not, then I'll run it a different day, you know what I'm saying. I'm not in a rush to run this because yeah, all I want to do is really just test the subs and the amp, make sure everything come on good. But yeah, like I said, leave y'all opinion. Let me know what y'all think about the brand new amp, and we will be putting the subs in. Hopefully I can do it tomorrow. If not, I'm gonna have to wait a couple days. But yeah, let me know what y'all think, how y'all think it looked, and I'll catch y'all for the outro. Alright y'all, so I'm finished, you know what I'm saying, and I got the speaker box in the trunk, and I also got the, hold on, both the subwoofers are in the trunk. So I measured perfectly. The speaker box is literally perfect in that trunk, and the trunk shuts, everything shuts. I ain't have to squeeze it or force it or nothing. Everything is good. So like I said, I'm gonna try to come out here tomorrow and go ahead and put the speakers in the box, first show y'all the box, then put the speakers in the box, put the box in the trunk, wire everything up, wire the speakers up, wire everything up, you know what I'm saying, and then the trunk will be finished. So like I said, I'm gonna try to come out here and do that tomorrow. Hopefully the weather will allow me to do that tomorrow, you know. Hopefully I can get that done. But yeah, I got everything cleaned up. Like I said, speakers in the trunk, the box is in the trunk, and the amp is now mounted and permanently, you know what I'm saying. The amp is finished. I don't plan on ever taking that amp back out, neither amp, the DS18 or the CT sound. Once the subs and the box get in, the box and the subs won't ever come out. Then the music portion of this car will be done, besides the 6x9s, which are right here. Got to cut out the rear deck, make a custom board, wrap the board, put the speakers in, and wire them up, and then the music will be fully finished. So yeah, y'all just gotta stay tuned for everything that's finna go on, everything that's finna happen. Like I said, I'm trying to come out here tomorrow. If not, I'm gonna have to wait a couple days for the weather to cooperate with me, for me to be able to go ahead and get everything fully finished. But like I said, I hope y'all enjoyed this one, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Turn the post notification bell on the way y'all get notified as soon as I drop a video. Roll to 5,000 subscribers, man. So make sure y'all share the channel, share the video, subscribe if you're new. Or, you feel me, screen record the videos, post them on all social medias, you feel me, help me out, you feel me. Let's try and grow this channel, like I said, as far as I can take it. But yeah, like I said, y'all stay tuned for the box, for y'all be able to see the box, the subwoofer box. See, the subs get put in the box, and the box and everything get put in the trunk permanently. And like I said, won't never come back out. I'm not making no overlay no more. So yeah, everything will be shown, seen, you feel me? You'll be able to see it, and the music will be done, you know. But so, like I said, besides the 6x9. So like I said, I hope y'all enjoyed though. It's gonna be the end of this one. I love y'all, appreciate y'all. Keep God first and God bless, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.